Hi, this video is for two kinds of people. People who are having problems with Huion tablets disconnecting, and people who are considering buying from Huion. Now, I don't want to badmouth Huion, but I will give you my honest opinion, and my honest opinion is very conflicting, because when these tablets work, they're brilliant, and they're so much cheaper than Wacom. So you're going to save yourself a lot of money, and you're going to have a tablet that works just as nice. It's got a beautiful screen, the touch sensitivity is good, the pen feels nice, the screen, it feels good when you're gliding on the screen. Everything's lovely when it works. And to give you a bit of a background, I had it working for the first couple of years. This tablet's a few years old now. Don't know if the new ones work a little bit better, but yeah, first couple of years, no problem. And I was using it, no problem. And then I put it in the box, always keep it in the box. And then I get it out the box one day to use it and nothing. And literally at least a month of problem solving to get it working again. Also, I have to give a shout out to Repair Base in Northamptonshire. They had a look at it, and unfortunately they couldn't find a problem either. They couldn't find a solution. They tried reflashing and all sorts, and they couldn't get it to work either. But I seem to have found a solution. Now, I know I'm rambling a bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timestamp on, because this is quite a long video. So look at the timestamp that should be on the screen right now, and also check the description, and you'll see timestamps in the description. If there's a way that I can do it integrated into the video, so you've got those little bars at the bottom, I'll do that. I've never done that before, so I don't know if I know how to do that. I don't know if I can figure out how to do that. Anyway, let's get on with the video now. So a little context about how I keep my tablet. This is how I keep my tablet. In the box. I've known about the dodgy cable before I bought it, so I keep my cable in the box as well. So there's no wires being bent, nothing. Okay, so in fact I bought a brand new cable, just in case, even though I've been very careful with my previous cable, which is here. I bought a second one from Huion, the Amazon Huion store. A brand new cable. My tablet, as I say, I keep it in a cardboard box, and then this box as well. And if you look at it, it's in good nick. There's no scratches, dents, it's not been banged around. I don't use it on my bed or, in a place where it's going to be damaged. I have a drawing board. It sits on my drawing board. So it's again, it's not being bent around. It's not balancing on the edge of things. It's not gonna, I can't drop it from there. I keep the pen and the donut thing in the box with it. And when I'm finished with it, I put it back in the box. Okay, for this test, I've got two HDMI ports in the back of the PC. The graphics card is going into the monitor. That's a NVIDIA. I'll put this one into the motherboard HDMI. The internal graphics. USB, which I'll put into a USB 3 port. and then this power goes into the plug. It's plugged in down below the desk there. So I'm going to plug that in now. The HDMI is in. USB is going into the USB 3 port. The power goes into there. Right, and then this USB 3 or USB-C, sorry, goes into the side of the tablet. We get noise to confirm. Gone in. As you can see, disconnected. Let's push the power on the tablet. Now you can see that I've got a monitor, but I don't have a tablet. Let's have a look at the device manager. And you'll see here, unknown USB device, descriptor request failed. That's a common thing. Google that on YouTube, you'll find loads of videos with lots of different fixes. None of them have worked for me. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling the drivers. I've tried wiping the computer completely, reformatting the hard drive, reinstalling Windows, updating Windows. I'm running Windows 10 Home, and it's fully up to date. I can probably show you that. There we go, we're up to date. I've tried various different drivers for it. There's a Huion sent me this, which is a little, it's like a diagnostic, I think, but doesn't do anything. Nothing. Let's go into Task Manager. Right, well, let's try and exit Steam. Let's exit Epic Game Store. Let's end some tasks. Let's end the gaming services. We'll keep this open now. Yes, and why are there so many LG hubs working? Strange. Okay, let's close them down. What's this? Looking for anything to do with Huion. Let's just go into display settings. We'll identify our screens. We're sharing, we're duplicating the screen at the moment. I'll extend it. Now let's identify, we've got 1, 2. Now settings, devices. There we are, GT133. So it can see that. But I think it sees it as a screen, and that's all. And then this unknown USB device, that is also the same thing. Let's remove that. And then let's remove this. Screen stays on. I made another video, which I posted recently, which I'll link in the description, where I put the cable in just ever so slightly, not fully, and it briefly worked. But that no longer does. But you can watch that video if you like. And I very briefly seem to have found a solution in the end. And I found it by accident. I was taking the cable out, and all of a sudden I got a message on the screen to say, "Oh, I've recognised your device now." Setting up tablet monitor. Here we are, look. Come on, you. There we go, look, we've got it. It's back. See that? Let's duplicate these displays. Display settings. Duplicate. Keep the changes. There we go, look. It's not quite lined up, it's drawing below my pen. Aha, there we go. That's working. Right, I'm loading up Quick Paint Studio now. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. We've got pen pressure. Look, I can make that line darker. Everything's working absolutely fine. In fact, it's even lined up with my pen. It's drawing exactly where I want it to draw. Let's go to Device Manager. Human interfaces. Right. So there's no USBs that are showing us not working. Devices. Right, I've got GT133 there. It's working. I'm scared to take the cable out now and then stop using it. On to calibration. Let's have a look at that. Yeah? 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 I've lost my glove, by the way. I don't know where my glove's gone. I usually would wear a glove because I don't like to get the greasy screen, but I just have to keep wiping it. Okay, and okay, well, I guess the only thing to do is to come in here, switch this off, and switch it back on, and see what happens. So I've switched it off. I'm going to switch it back on. There's no reason really why it shouldn't work now. It's working again. Okay. Let's switch it off. Take the cable out. Put the cable in, about the same amount, not all the way. Switch it on. Oh, back again. Okay. I guess the only thing that I can do now is switch it off, unplug it, restart the computer, and see what happens then. Right, let's restart. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I've restarted Windows. I am going to put the cable in. I've marked it with the masking tape as to how far I put it in last time. Which is about there. Let's switch it on and see what happens. Okay, let's use the... Aha! We're back again. Huion driver. Pen pressure, everything's working. I'm pretty sure if I push that cable all the way in, it would stop working, but I'm not going to test that. I'm just going to make sure I've got a mark on there that I always put it in that amount. As you see at the beginning of the video, that wasn't working at all. One thing I could do, I closed some programs down, didn't I? Let me see if I put Steam on, if that gets in the way of things. Because I've had some problems with Steam with controllers occasionally, where, no, that's still working, okay. Must be the cable then. I guess the last test we could do is a full shutdown. Okay, so I've been painting, well, since about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 6:30 almost now, so it's been a good few hours of the tablet working absolutely fine. We've done a couple of restarts, taken the cable out, put it in a couple of times. Everything seems to be working. There's just one last test to do now, really, which is to shut the computer down completely. So that'll be the real test. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to take this out. Close all my programs down, and then we'll do a shutdown. That's it, computer's completely shut down, tablet's off, cable's out. Let's switch the computer back on. There is one other test actually after this, and that is taking the USB out of the back of the PC and putting it back in. I haven't tried that yet. Okay, computer's restarted. Let's put the cable in. I've got a little bit of tape there to show me how far I can put this in. I may have to, I don't know, paint that or something. Put a bit of Tipex on it, something like that. So let's pop that in, only up to that line. Switch it on. Let's run the tester. No tablet. Not working again. Now I've got a yellow screen. No, see? There we go, it's completely gone again. What a shame. Just when you think you've found the solution, you haven't. No. So what's that about? We've completely lost the tablet again. It seems to make no sense to me. I really don't understand. Why it's like this. Right, well let's... now, one thing I didn't do is exit Steam, exit Epic Games. Let's exit my, quit my G-Hub, which is from a steering wheel and all that. Let's exit the Huion driver, close that down. Right. No, still nothing. No. It completely confuses me. I can't make any sense of it. If anybody knows what is going on here, or if you've had the similar problem, let me know. Because it really is bizarre. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in a slightly different USB port in the back. So I'll move it over next door to another USB. Put it in right up to where we had it before. Still nothing. Still nothing. So there's... It's so frustrating because I know that this can work. I've been sitting here using this for, about 4 hours. Over 4 hours I've been using this solid. No problem. As soon as I shut the PC down and reboot it, gone. Completely gone. And it could do all the same things. Doesn't make any difference. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that Steam and Epic Games don't launch and maybe G-Hub just for now. Right, and the Huion tablet. Okay, so none of those things will start up. Let's do a restart with the tablet plugged in and see what happens. Nothing. So if we go to settings, devices, there we go. USB device set address failed. Drive error. Same thing, same as before. The GT133 is there as a monitor. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. Let's switch it off. Switch back on. Same thing, look, USB address failed. Remove device. Yep. And it's just going to keep doing that now. And I've got no idea how to get around this. It just seems to be one of those random things. It's the second time I've had this work, and I don't know how to get it to work every time. So I've been on Google, and I've seen a lot of people with having connectivity problems with their Huion tablets. And so if you're thinking about buying one, my advice is do not. My advice would be to spend a little bit more and get a Wacom. Don't waste your money on this stuff, because 3 years down the line you're going to be buying a new tablet again, which is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to fork out for another tablet. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Okay, there's another solution that I've seen online that I'm going to try, which is called a power cycle. Basically, all we're going to do is shut the computer down, take the power lead out of the back of the PC, hold the power button down, and completely drain any power from the PC. Then re-plug it in, restart it up. Once Windows is on, we'll plug in the tablet again, we'll try again and see what happens. I don't think it's going to work, but let's give it a go. So I'm shutting the computer down. Okay, I'm now taking the power out of the back of the PC. So it's not connected anymore to the socket in the wall. Now, I mean, this probably applies to laptops more than desktops, but we're going to hold the power button down. I don't see how this makes any difference, but I'm going to try it. Why not? Okay, so there's absolutely no power. Let's just move you back up there. Well, I'm going to pause the video and just leave it for a little while and come back to you. Okay, it's been a few minutes since I turned the computer off and unplugged it from the back. So I'm going to put the power back into the PC now. That's in. Let's turn the PC on. At this point, the only USB devices connected are this keyboard and that mouse. We have the cable for the tablet over here. That's not connected. That's not connected in the HDMI or the USB. Okay, Windows has started. I'm gonna load my tablet thing. I haven't got the driver loaded. Steam's not loaded. The only thing I've got there is my NVIDIA card driver, which obviously I need. I'm now going to put the HDMI for the tablet in. Okay, HDMI is in. I'm going to put the USB into the same port as before. USB 3. The power lead is connected to the tablet, so it's plugged into the wall. Last thing I need is to connect this. And there we go. I can see, just because there's text there, that this is now working. And there we are. A power cycle seems to have worked. Okay, now I'm painting in clip. Okay. Okay, so, well, that seems to have worked. Right. And let's just go straight for the big test, which is we turn the PC off, we turn the tablet off, we disconnect the cable, we shut the computer down, and then we restart the computer, and usually that's when it would stop working. Okay, PC started. Let's launch the tablet program, and let's plug in the... Oh, working. How bizarre. I really can't figure this thing out. Okay, start a new blank project, and we're painting. Lovely job. Pen pressure, yes, we've got pen pressure. Working, no problem. Okay, so there you go. A power cycle. After everything I've gone through, the power cycle seems to be the key. Because we've done a shutdown now, and no problem, we're painting. Problem seems to be solved. Device manager and human interface. I haven't got any faulty USB not detected or anything like that in device manager. Bit of a long video. Very sorry about that, but like I say, I time-stamped everything at the beginning, so you can go straight to the solution, or the solutions. There was a couple of things that was working. That part about the cable being halfway in, I seem to have been wrong about that. The cable's all the way in now, and everything's working. Very strange, but if you've tried all the other fixes, try a power cycle. There were several things that I did, so let's go through them, shall we? Number one, I had an up-to-date Windows 2. What did we try today? Okay, we have this diagnostic tool. It's called Tablet QC. Now, if you can get hold of Huion and ask them for Tablet QC. The reason that this might be helpful for you is if your tablet is not connected, because there is another way, to diagnose your tablet, which is you go to your driver, then you go to working area. No, that's not what you do at all. Settings, right, that's it. So you go to your driver, you go to settings, and you can click diagnose just here. However, if your tablet is not working properly, you won't be able to access any of this, because it will just say device disconnected. Okay, with the Tablet QC, it's a standalone program, so you'll get this screen whether the tablet's working or not. Maybe that doesn't sound very helpful, but you know, you can get to this thing and test if it's working. Whereas if you use the Huion, you wouldn't be able to get to this bit to test it. So why's it not working now? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Maybe it's because I'm using the driver now instead. But yeah, try asking Huion. Ask Huion for that. Number 3, I went into Task Manager and under Startup, I disabled Steam, Epic. Just try, turning some things up. You can always re-enable them if you want them to come on. 4, I checked a couple of things. I checked Device Manager. See if the USB is under Human Interface, I think. Let me show you on here. So just go down to Start here and type. Oh, that's weird. And type Device, and then Device Manager should come up. Pop that in, and then under here, Human Interface Devices. And if there's a faulty USB, it'll appear under here. So I clicked that and I did a right click on that USB that was faulty and clicked remove. And also you can find under settings, devices, and if we scroll down, there would be a faulty USB here. And also I had the GT133, which is the model number of the Huion that I have. It's a Huion Kamvas 13 Pro, I think, but its model number on the back is GT133, and that would appear there just as a monitor, and then a USB. Oh, look, see, we've got tablet monitor there as well, so that must be what's working now. Would have said USB device error or something along those lines. So check that, and check settings, device, and have a look there, see if there's anything to remove. A lot of turning it off and on and taking the cable out and putting it back in and all that kind of stuff. It's very, I tried so many things, it's very hard to say what thing worked, but what has definitely worked is a good power cycle. Let's do another, right, so let's do the power cycle again, the power cycle. So 1, shut down PC. 2, unplug all the tablet. How many L's? Cables. 3, remove power cable. Sorry about my handwriting from PC. Really can't read that, can you? Let's write that again. There we go. 4, I held the power button down. 5 seconds. I think maybe that would have, I don't know if that's more to do with laptops, because laptops, they hold power in them, don't they? I guess the PC might hold a little bit in it for the internal clock or something like that, I don't know, but yeah, I did it anyway. Why not, eh? That's what the tutorial that I found, that's what the help page that I found said. 5, I waited maybe 5 minutes, and then I switched it all back on. PC on, and then once Windows was there, reconnect. Goodness me, my spelling and writing. Connect. Tablet. Cables. Okay, so for now, this seems to be working for me. Hopefully it works for someone else. I really hope so, because I know there's a lot of people with the Huion Kamvas 13 that are having problems. And I know that Huion, as much as I love their tablets, because I really do enjoy using this when it works, their customer support, borderline Virgin Media. They will tell you to buy a new cable. Then they'll tell you to uninstall the driver, reinstall the driver. I mean, it's worth doing that, I suppose. I did try those things. It's just that those things didn't work. And I saw in the forums a lot of people that were having problems, and that's all Huion kept telling them. And the guys were saying, well, I've already tried that. And they would just repeat themselves. And you know, that we're not talking about a £40 little, you know, Intuios small drawing tablet here. We're talking about, well, I probably paid around £300 for this, so you expect it to last more than a few years. Goodness me, I've got a Commodore 64 upstairs that's been working for nearly 40 years now, so I'm sure this couldn't handle 5 years at least. So, yeah, I'm rambling a bit here, but hopefully this goes some way down. I know there's a lot of help on YouTube, different problems. Go through those as well. And if none of that works, try this. Okay. Thanks for watching. And if you are still having problems, I can't promise that I can help you, but if you pop a comment in the bottom of the video, maybe someone else watching can help you. And if it did work for you, let me know that as well, because that'd be really nice to know that I'd help someone else out. Okay, bye-bye.